via bizteams.com. How is the expo flowing for your company?
The expo's been great so far. I think there's been a good amount of traffic, a lot of good businesses with recognizable names that have been through. So I think overall we're pretty happy with the turnout so far.
Please tell us more about your business. How long have you been engaged in digital marketing? And what does your company offer to potential clients?
We've been engaged in digital marketing for 11 years. This is our 11th year in operation as search engine people. And we do search engine optimization, pay-per-click management, social media marketing, conversion optimization. Those are our four primary areas. And we have two distinct divisions in the company. We have an enterprise division dealing with the very, very large companies, so the Pure-Laters, the Scotiabanks of the world. And we have an SMB division that deals with small and medium-sized businesses.
What are your corporate strategies of keeping up to date with constantly changing marketing and web technologies?
That's a great question. And it's a challenge. I'll be honest. I mean, Google made 550 changes last year in its organic algorithm, a large number within their paid search algorithm as well. So our strategy for keeping up with it is that we've got a lot of people. So we're a team of about 85, and we have specialists in every single facet of search and social. So we have specialists for Twitter, for Facebook, we have specialists for Google Organic, understanding the links and how they work, understanding social signals and making sure that we can incorporate that into our strategies. And that's really our strategy, is to make sure that we've got enough people that we can have individuals focus on each facet of search and social.
What makes the difference between you and your competitors? Why should people choose your company?
That's a great question. I suppose if you're talking about SEO, the proof is in the pudding. So what I would suggest is anybody who professes to be able to do SEO should be able to rank for SEO. So do a search for SEO and you'll see that we're the top ranked company. So the proof is in the pudding. In terms of paid search, we deal with a lot of very, very large companies and can apply everything that we've learned from dealing with the largest companies in Canada to small and medium-sized businesses as well. So we've got a lot of really great experience that most other agencies in Canada don't have. And we've also got a lot of really good experience in social media. So if you look at, we're a small B2B company, relatively speaking, out of Ajax, Ontario. But according to Alexa, we're amongst the 14,000 most trafficked sites in the web today. And a big part of that is because we practice what we preach. So we've got a very, very active blog. We blog 2 to 3 times per day. And that drives a lot of traffic to our site. And we're actually practicing social media and search, both paid and organic, which is unique, believe it or not, in Canada for a search marketing company.
Is it all okay with search engine markets today, in your opinion? Are there any threats and any significant changes going to happen?
Are there any threats to search engine marketing? I don't think so. I mean, I think what's really interesting, what's going to happen is, the whole Facebook, Apple, Bing partnership or arrangement. I think that's going to provide some real heavy competition for the likes of Google, which is a good thing, because I think right now, a lot of the search marketing industry is almost too heavily invested in just one source, which is Google. So if Facebook, Bing, and Apple can help diversify, all the power to them.
Are there any trends of SEM and mobile merging that can happen in the industry, to your thinking?
Absolutely. SEM and mobile are merging. I think, this, for 10 years now, we've been saying this is the year of mobile. This may actually be the year of mobile. We're starting to see a lot of traffic now come through mobile sources when looking at Google Analytics or Web Trends, any of those sources. And a lot of local searches via Google, for example, are of local intent, which, again, that means mobile. So there is a lot of, they're converging, SEM and mobile. I think at some point in the future, 95% of searches will be from mobile devices, probably. I know in Japan at this point in time, or I heard in Japan a couple of years ago, 67% of mobile searches are from mobile devices. 67%, which is very, very significant. We're just a few years behind the times. We will catch up, and at some point, I've got to expect that 85% of searches will be from mobile devices, which creates significant opportunity for anybody who's prepared to capitalize on that.
How should search engines achieve best results in responding to each query, from your point of view? What is needed and what is undesirable in search engine strategies?
Wow, That's a loaded question. So how can they improve their algorithms? For the most part, well, I would suggest, I think they're going along the right lines now. So Google, prior to Google, they relied pretty heavily on in-page factors. With the advent of Google, they looked a lot more carefully at off-page factors. Now, with the incorporation of social signals, I think it's even more difficult to game the system because they can use the social signals to corroborate the link signals. So I think if, just incorporate more social signals and as a means of corroborating the link signals, and they will continue to improve the search results. Now, personalization is another thing that I think we're seeing tremendous gains in, where they're trying to understand what it is that we're looking for and customize the results to what they think that we're looking for. And I think that's making great strides as well, because now they can tap into the social networks and help personalize information based on who we know and what our friends or our social networks like. So these are all changes that are coming up for the future, but I think it all means more relevant search results for searchers, and it's going to create a lot of business for companies like us as well, because somebody's got to help companies keep up with the times and adapt to these changes.
Please share your corporate outlook for the future of the internet and its role in everyday life for all of us.
Wow. I think at this point, the internet has become kind of a fundamental need to a lot of our lives. If we need some information, we can search for it from anywhere, from our mobile device. A lot of us now sit at home on the couch at night, and we're not on a laptop, we're on an iPad or some sort of a tablet. I think going forward, that trend will continue. We'll be more plugged in all the time, and they'll find better ways. For example, Google Glasses. They'll find better ways to keep us plugged into the information that we need and that we're looking for. I think as a user, I think that's going to be fantastic. Information, whatever information I want, whenever I need it. And I know that that's Google's mission at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to the future. I think it looks really bright.
Last question. What place is your business going to reach in 3 years? Where will your company be in 2015?
Where will we be in terms of revenues, in terms of number of people?
Whichever is most important.
Okay. In 3 years, we will be, we'll have offices in 7 locations across the country. And we plan to be at about 250 people in 3 years. Right now we're at 85, but we plan to be at about 250 in 3 years, with revenues of over 30 million. That's SEP, that's our plan for the future.
We're grateful to you for the talk. Watch the interview at bizteams.com.
Thank you very much.